Let me open the gates of the golden palace and take you into the bewitching story of a vast and opulent Italian family that once had deep pockets by virtue of acres of rice crops within their region and beyond. You are about to watch a truly breathtaking deserted place, dating from centuries ago. A building where numerous generations have passed, and where prestigious families have led their lives in, little from knowing that they were seconds away from disappearing forever. Life's like a vapor. It's here today, but could be gone tomorrow. And ever since that moment, Mother Nature has conquered, and a glamorous property is solely left to decompose. As both its exterior and interior are crumbling apart, its artistic renaissance jewels within are still well preserved in time. Apart from being strictly Christian people, we come to another unexpected discovery while we interview some people on the streets. According to these local villagers, the rumors even go that the former residents were worshippers and believers of Exorcism. Enjoy a tour as I will unravel the mysteries in this palace that have remained hidden from the human eye for years on end. So welcome back everyone in a brand new video. Currently I'm standing in Italy, and this will be one of the last videos of the Italy series. I have two last places to show you, and this particular one absolutely took my breath away. As you can see, I'm standing at the back side in the back garden of a grand property that is entirely surrounded by vegetation. The facade is nearly visible anymore. And this was not just a mansion or a house, but in Italy they refer to this place as a palazzo. That's basically the translation of a palace. Once a very dignified and important family lived inside of this place, but it has been abandoned for a very long time already. Now we actually talked with some people on the streets to ask them if they knew the story. And we found out the man, or actually the family who lived inside of here, they earned a great fortune one day with all rice fields and rice farming. They were rice tycoons. And in this area there is a lot of rice farming and people earn a lot of money with it. So yeah, that's actually how they actually earned the cost to live here one day. It was also a big family, but why, oh why, is this place now just left to ruin? That's a good question, but we actually also found out about that. Now the thing is, the inheritance taxes were very high, and eventually, through the years, yeah, nothing went on inside this place, and it was just left for the nature to decompose. And eventually, there were just prohibitive costs for the maintenance and renovation of this place, and it's just left to ruin, left to be withering away. It's very hard to believe, because if you're gonna see the inside, it's absolutely stunning. I have this place already for 2 years now, but I never had the chance to actually go here, which is a shame, because recently this place has become quite a looter's paradise and also a place for thieves, vandals and burglars. But still, this place is undoubtedly worth to show you. So yeah, enjoy watching another marvelous place of the Italy series 2.0, as I'm gonna give you a tour, I'm gonna take you along with me, and we're gonna explore this place together. Let's go inside, right under the ivy here. So magical, wow. All right, there we go. And have a look over here. This was once the main portal to actually enter this place with cars and carriages. We can already see a little bit of paintwork on the sides of the walls. And firstly, we're gonna enter this side. By the way, today I'm also not only exploring this place, but I'm also on a mission. Because this place is left wide open on all sides, and I'm gonna try my very best to close it as much as I can to prevent any further disintegration by the forces of nature, but also by entering vandals. So yeah, let's start. And this is the first room. I'm firstly slowly gonna pan through it, because there is also this beautiful painted ceiling. This is going to be a very majestic property. As I told you in the intro, the people that lived there obtained much prestige in their time. Now the strange thing is, and you're probably also able to hear that, a lot of cars are passing by, as this place is located in the middle of a city center. It's unbelievable that it has still remained so well intact for being in such a central position with so much traffic and people. This is near to fall down. But I love the carvings on the scoreboards. Inside are still a lot of plates left. You can also definitely tell that woodworm has manifested this cabinet. Some cutlery over here. I love these upholstery chairs. And over here we can also see some signs of religion. That was very essential back in those days. And you see this, people? We have our first window to close. It's just standing open, it's only the shutters. Rain and everything is now just coming inside. Luckily I'm wearing gloves because these windows are completely covered in cobwebs. Alright, so I guess that's the first one. So that's one. One is closed, safe from any further degradation. And look right left from me, there is this beautiful upright piano. A German brand, 𝗦𝘁cie𝗿𝗆. It was made in Berlin. It still works quite sufficient, to be honest. Now this place has already been abandoned for around 10 to 15 years. And that is a quite long time for a place, to be honest. Like a fake banana. Let's see. Wow. Still some glasses standing inside, some porcelain work, some mugs. I think they're all emptied out. Maybe even looted. Damn, look also at the cobwebs in between this. It's absolutely insane. It seems that there is not that much interesting stuff left inside of here, to be honest. And I also honestly think most of it has already been looted. There are some postal cards over here from the family Nicola. Maybe it was an invite of something. Wow. Oh, there are still quite some plates left too. So we are continuing through this place with its nickname, the Golden Palace. You're soon gonna find out why it was attributed this name. But first, we have their kitchen area. Look at the concave ceiling over here. That's very unique. Furthermore, there is not that much stuff left in the kitchen. Just a basic fridge and some gas furnaces. This one's empty, luckily. Also a postal card over here. And these are the gas furnaces I was talking about. I guess over here they did their dishes and could also wash some clothes by hand. Oh, and by the way, I almost forgot it, but we have another window to close. And you are so well able to hear the city ambience here. Struggling to close this one. There we go. It made a lot of noise. There is a chance people on the street here us call the police. If that's the case, okay. But I do not feel at the moment I'm doing something wrong. This place is wide open on all sides. A lot of people have already entered who did not have any good intentions like I do. I'm just now also trying to save this place. Now the crazy thing is also that the owner of this place just lives right next to the palace. It's only like 1 minute away, walking distance. Now, why is he not closing all these windows and shutters? It really doesn't seem that he's still caring. I think it doesn't bother him anymore, which I find a shame, because this property is a true jewel, and you're soon gonna find out why. This was just a little side part for some storage, I guess. And then right now, be amazed by the incredible artwork in this room. Firstly the tiles, and then have a look. Everything is painted, the walls, but also the ceilings. Very colorful. It's like an illusion, like this is not even real, you know? I absolutely love it. I've got much admiration for the talent of the Italians and their painting skills. Wow. And it's sad to see how all the paintwork is just getting damaged because the property is neglected. Well, as you can see, I can close something up again. That's one. And that's two. Don't know where this used to go. Normally you can put it somewhere, maybe here. Definitely there, yeah. All right. Right now this is closed properly again, and I'm very happy with that. Well, let's see what this is. Oh, wow, look at this. There's still chinaware inside. A very old bottle of a pharmacy. Wow, some beautiful crystal. Let's see, this door seems, it's broken. This is still a very old receipt here. It's dating from 1942. Dang, that's a long time ago. 80 years, wow. Well, I also spotted two doors over here. This one seems also very, very broken, so I'm gonna try to do this carefully. What's in here? It's just a little room with some books. not much. Wow. A little furnace over here. Still a rosary is here on top, a religious print. I think over here was a toilet. But because of the heavy stove right in front of it, I can't open that one. I also spotted the door on the other side over here. I find it so cool how the paintings are just continuing and the doors are hidden. Wow, what's this? Dang. Look at this. Another very old receipt from an incident that happened. Again, I see the name 𝗦𝘁cie, so I think the 𝗦𝘁cie family lived inside of this place. Dating from 1943. A paper from the police department for the insurance of an accident. Dang. I love the tiles again. Wow. Also look at the columns over here at the entrance. And then the contrast with the outside. It's completely well hidden in all this vegetation. I think this once used to be another entrance because you can also see the huge portal over here. Strangely enough, that one is well closed with a lock. I also really like the chair over here, by the way. Now I spotted another passage right over here, but it's just a toilet. So right behind these doors, you're gonna be surprised. I'm gonna walk through that room from the other side, and then you're gonna find out why it was attributed the name Golden Palace. Because have a look at this. Wow, wow. This is gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Wow. Look at the paintwork. It's all carved out. Painted in a gold and dark blue color. And then there are these very, very luxurious, high-end antique chairs and benches, which also have a little bit in common with the Portuguese furniture and the Spanish furniture. Wow. Also look at the floor where I'm walking. And even on the walls they've painted everything. Damn, my gosh. This is truly gorgeous. What a jewel. And right now you probably understand why I still wanted to make a documentary of this place. Those were just some cabinets with shelves. There are no doors anymore. Over here I find a letter from 1992. That's interesting, the most recent date I found so far. But I cannot read anything of it. my gosh. Look at this. All the crystal is still standing here, or at least most of it. Wow. As you can see, that's 2 other windows again, but I guess I still have lots to go. At least I'm happy that it's closed right now, at least for a while, and just protected, because it's been raining a lot in Italy the last days. And I know that leakage damage is very, very harmful for a property like this. It's been already decaying for so many years, but still, if we can prevent all the degradation as much as we can, there will be a bigger chance that this property will hopefully be restored one day. So yeah, just doing the good thing, you know. Let's continue exploring now. Okay, and then I'm making my way to the outside again, to the back garden. I still have some outbuildings to show you that are quite special. See, I'm walking back for a little while. Today is very sunny again here in Italy, so that's very enjoyable. You just hear the pigeons on the background. They became the new residents of this palace. They're all just chilling in the roof panels and everything. Well, right over here we have a shed, I guess. So, wow! Oh my, there is a boat. Look at all the concave ceilings too. Bicycle hanging there. You can still see the old blue paintwork on all the walls. And look over here. A lot of tools for horse riding. And believe it or not, but the owner is living right over there, behind those windows. So, I'm getting out of here. Look over here. There is another door, and this one's leading to a little wine cellar. Have a look at this. There are still so many wine bottles. It's incredible. Some Pinot red wine. White wine, wow. Some bottles were even never opened. They're still full of wine. Must be expensive right now, because I think it's very old wine. Wow. There are so many. All just left under a thick layer of dust and spider webs. I think I saw even more. Yeah. Look at this. Wow. Those ones are all consumed. They're empty. Hanging upside down. Even still the corks over here. Voila. So cool. It's even going further over here. They had a large basement. You can hear all the people on the street right now. I'm doing this in ninja mode. Hola. Welcome to the city. Okay, well, that was actually really cool. I love that wine cellar. Now let's go back inside. Okay, well, we're going to the other wing of this palace. What? Okay, believe it or not, but electricity is still transmitting. Of course, I'm not gonna turn the switches because this place can easily catch a fire. And it would hurt me from the deepest bottom of my heart if this place would burn to the ground, because it's a real Renaissance gem. You see what I see? We can close something up again. Well, I think this was some storage of them. Just some shelves where they would store some food products. We even still have some canned pickles over here. Some other food that's very moldy, so I cannot even relate what was inside. That's cauliflower right over there. All right, this is a very dirty one. But yeah, everything for this place and its protection. This one's very heavy. Be prepared for a marvelous room over here. I think this was once their main hall and main room, where they would also invite all their guests. And then have a look at the ceiling. Oh my gosh, hallelujah. Wow. As the Italians would say, splendido, fantastico. Wow. Absolutely breathtaking, people. What a master-crafted paintwork. I absolutely love it. There's so much detail inside of it, and so much grandeur. Angels and everything. Oh, this is incredibly sad. Once a beautiful fireplace has now collapsed almost entirely. You can see all the broken parts just laying on the ground there. What a shame. What a shame they were never in time restoring this place. What a shame that the government did not subsidize them with some money to buy these inheritance taxes and save a historical landmark of Italy. I really hope someone will decide to breathe life in this place once again. Someone with sufficient money. I really, really hope so. Oh, this was like a postal card from something they bought or something. I think so. Also look at the beautiful curtains everywhere. Wow, they're so tall, these windows. And then the sitting corner over here with the very comfy and luxurious chairs. Also beautiful tapestry. So, gonna try to close those ones up right now. Okay, I closed them up. Let's continue. Right over here we have another dining room of them. Have a look. I really love the ceiling over here as well. It's very different from the other painting ceiling we just saw. I also really love how they made these door entrances leading to next rooms. Still some glasses over here. This was another kitchen. It's quite messy inside of here. I really cannot believe so many windows are left open. Whoever left them open has no respect. Oh, what's this? An old photo or something? Yeah, I think so. I think this was the shed I just explored. Wow, look over here, it's a coat rack. Another little side part. Also still a sewing box over here. All the buttons are laying on the ground. Little toilet area. Also over there you can see some paint work. Wow. What's this? I think it's another bill. Something of their car. Maybe car insurance or something. Or taxes. Anna Maria is written on it. The name Anna Maria. So that could have also been a member of this family. Over here are still some telephone numbers of friends and everything. And yeah, I think that's it for this wing. So this floor was already incredible, but of course a palace always consists of multiple floors. And have a look at the grand stairway over here going up. with a beautiful iron banister too. We can still see some remains of its green color. Looks like an oriental decoration. This used to be a very old photo, but it's completely blurry because of all the humidity. Over here was another access from the garden. Oh, look over here. We even have some taxidermy. Stuffed bird. A little diary or agenda. And just have a look how all the paint is crumbling apart. Over here where some other doors leading to the garden. You can see all the ivy now just growing against it. And over here was their office part, where they arranged all their business for their rice production. But as the day of today is a huge mess. There's even old photos over here. Well, some leaves. Some trees. I think they were into nature photography. Yeah, definitely. It's in a very dilapidated state over here. And also very ransacked, I think. But then, have a look from this perspective. We're gonna walk upstairs, guys. I'm gonna stop teasing you because I know you're curious to see what's waiting for us there. And honestly, you will be amazed. A beautiful chair. Let's check out this side. I've not seen it yet, but it's in a very bad state, so I have to be very cautious. I think it's pigeon paradise. I hear the pigeon right above me. There are even some books there on the ground about chemics and about organs. So maybe one of the family members was a doctor as well, or studying for it at least. One of their sons or daughters. It's always crazy to see how nature is literally growing inside. It's like residential places and nature are just blending together. And it's slowly just becoming one. Of course, these videos are never in 4D, so you're not able to smell what I smell or sense what I sense. But there is a strong perfume smell over here. It's coming from this area. I think somebody sprayed perfume over here. Another tiny window. Boom. Right, and there we are. We have a huge hallway. Let's just follow this side of the corridor first. On this floor, we're mostly gonna find bedrooms. Now you can clearly see what I'm talking about. All these vanities have clearly been looted. Look over here. A picture of one of the last donors, I think. I think it's was a part of a passport. I think it once was a part of a passport of him. Duplicato. Oh, we can see another picture over here of this man. Some holiday photos. Over here I see a name Ferdinando. So I've already seen 4 different names. That means they definitely had children. I really love the iron bed. Look at the paintwork on it as well. It's beautiful too. Wow. Italians really know how to design and decorate their furniture and their rooms, including walls and ceilings, just in a beautiful manner. Still some Christmas decoration here. Well, this room's a big mess. I'm not even gonna walk in there. But look over here. We have another bedroom. Look, everything is just wide open here. I mean, nature conquered. Why did they even did this? Do they really want the shutters to stay open? I don't understand it. Honestly, it's quite heavy to close all these shutters. Most of them, they are really stuck and they've not been moved for years and years. My gosh, Holy Mary. Well, there used to be a violin inside this case, but that one is sadly enough also just stolen. Window smashed there. It's an old Jesus statue. And that's religious print. Oh, it's actually not a religious print, it's a memory of somebody who passed away. I think it was a friend. He passed away in 1975. Whoa, there are still so many letters on the ground there too. But look, this mirror is still intact. It's beautiful how they made it inside. Well, still a skirt. There are still some clothes hanging here, surprisingly enough. They've not been thrown around. Wow, look at the beautiful woman's head over here. I think this was worn when they went to funerals back in these days. We can see an old photo over here of a religious meeting. Looks quite strange. And I think this was part of an old grooming kit. The brush used to be inside of here as well. Well, connected to this bedroom, they had a bathroom, a quite large one, honestly. And then this is the room from the other side that was such a big mess. Still lots of coats are hanging up there. And over here it's still just completely filled with medicine. And also some holy water bottles right on top of there. So I think we're already quite long in this video, but I always love to take my time for such beautiful and marvelous places like this. Most of the time it's just a once in a lifetime experience. You get to witness such a place. Some old bullets over here. You know, I know the opinions are always very mixed about the length of the videos, but just leave your thoughts in the comment section down below. Even more bullets over here. And this is what I mean with ransack people. What a shame. Dang. Everything is smashed around over here. All the doors and the wardrobes have been pulled open, books thrown on the ground. What a shame. Such disrespect for a place like this. I'll never understand why people do this. I hate it. This newspaper is dated from 1984. Whoa. Okay, so this is my favorite part of the palace, I think. It's one of the most unique bedrooms I've seen. Have a look at this. Carved inside the wall, the curtains, and this one bed. We will go there in a bit. Also look at the walls over here. Oh, there's still plenty of religious photos over here. And also a photo of this woman. Such a beautiful child picture over here. So adorable. Look what he's wearing too. The pipe. And then let's go between these two grand curtains. to show you this room in more detail, and I'm gonna tell you something that might be quite surprising for some people, maybe even shocking, because one other thing that was told to me when I interviewed some residents on the street over here is the following. The people that lived inside of this place were worshippers and believers of exorcism. It's the expulsion or the attempted expulsion of evil spirits from a personal place. And it's still visible over here. Look at this statue. This man, this priest, 𝗦𝘁cie, he was actually the main person in exorcism. Apparently also in this region of Italy, it was quite common and very popular, this exorcism belief. Dang, over here the shutters and everything are just open. This was another bathroom. Right, I'm gonna close everything up over here as well. So dirty. Look at my gloves. Alright, over here I have to be careful. It's impossible to close it. Alright, I will just quickly close the windows. Because if people see me on the street right now, standing inside, police will be here within no time. I cannot close this one up. It's too stuck. I will try the best I can. Over here they even had a balcony. This is so stuck, people. This is as much as I can do. Okay, let's squeeze my way through this door over here. Well, if it's true that they believed in exorcism, they actually also had a chapel over here where they would pray and think about it. But they also certainly were Roman Catholic, that's very evident, as many people are in Italy. This is so beautiful, and it's still so pristine with all the things here. Wow, their own little cute private chapel. I love it very much. You can clearly see how all the roots are just growing inside. It's gonna be hard to close these shutters and windows later. But let's first show you this bedroom. Wow, oh wow. Again, some minimal paintwork on the ceilings as well. Even still some music that was probably for the piano. And an old photo over here. It's unbelievable, you can clearly see that over there. The ceiling is just collapsed. A lot of damage to the property throughout all these years of vacancy. Over here's the name Nicole. Maybe was a friend of them. The old cloth hook. And then we can also make our way to the next room, and this one is unbelievably gorgeous. Have a look at the ceiling at first sight. Wow. Wow, oh wow. So well detailed. Curtains over here, also very Spanish by the way. We've seen this a lot in Spain. And then the beautiful Italian bed. I've got no other word for it. I always love these Italian beds. I've seen similar ones as this one before. They're typical Italian. These ones were doors, but they've bricked it now. Well, this room is quite empty. I think it was another bedroom one day. And it was a very big room. Maybe this was the family tree. Oh, it was about doctors and medicine. So yeah, I definitely do think some of the family members was an important head in medicine. Wow. And look over here, we have a very old picture on the wall of another religious man, maybe a priest. He could have been within the family. Some very old potion over here from a local pharmacy. And a beautiful Maria statue in this glass bulb. And then finally, I think I have one other thing to show you, and after that we explore this place as a whole. Right now I'm gonna close everything up. I just walked past by, and after that I will show you the last feature inside of this amazing palace. And then the last area, people. It's right over here. Also at this point you can clearly see nature just conquered this battle. The window is just broken by the roots that are growing inside. Unbelievable. Probably not even close this one up, but I'm gonna give it a go. At least it's something. I think this was just another toilet. Yep. And then lastly, have a look at the beautiful stairway over here. With the stained glass over there. And the beautiful painted ceiling. Wow, wow. A lot of sheet music is laying on the ground over here. An old sleigh. Wow. Look over here. There's some more old photos. The room is very messy. I love those screens. They were probably used for dressing. And then lastly, we have a room that's very dilapidated. I really have to be careful, but I think I'm just gonna show it like this. Have a look. A room full of books. I think this was the library one day. Dang, so many books. Also a very old portrait of one of their family ancestors. Beautiful. And then that's where I want to close another unforgettable exploration here in Italy. I have no words for this place. As I mentioned before, I find it incredibly sad that everything is just left like this, that it was never saved. Sometimes this world is unfair, you know. Everything is about money. If there is no money, you cannot do what you want. Really makes you think sometimes if you walk through these abandoned places. But anyway, I really hope you enjoyed one of the last episodes of the Italy series 2.0. Stay tuned for next week, because you will see one of my most touching explores I've ever done. And I think it will also be the longest video ever. I'm really excited to share this place and show it to you. I've already filmed it, but I've not published it yet. I wanted to wait for it for the grand final of the Italy series 2.0. But yeah, you're all gonna want to see it, so stay tuned for next week. And if you enjoyed this particular video, you know the drill. Like, subscribe, comment down below. Also, hit the bell notification button to be always notified when we post new videos. And I want to send you much love, peace and blessings from Italy. And we will see you on our next adventure. Peace out.